let's go. 2025, I'm talking
Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? Shout out to all the six people in the chat right now. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the real ones. But yeah, as as you can see, I'm still a little bit pissed off about that game because to me, it's a bunch of stuff that went wrong yesterday. Starting from Mikel, yes, but it's a lot of stuff to talk about in terms of individual performances and who it's really down to yesterday. Now, people, and this is a live calling show. So if you want to be part of the show, just let me know, and I'll drop the link into into my X or into wherever, so that you can get the link and you can also come on. I just need you to have good sound quality, and that's it. You don't have to be on camera, but yeah. So my first issue yesterday, obviously, is going to be from Mikel Arteta because the 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 decisions he made in terms of he played that game to control the whole game, right? So he wanted to control the game because that's what Pep also wanted to do, as much as they could, from Pep's side. But Pep's side is not the same. This Manchester City, they can keep the ball away from you, but when you have the ball, they cannot control the game out of possession like we can. So if Mikel wanted to go with the control mechanism, it's not the wrong decision. It's the personnel that he chose to go with that decision. Because picking Trossard, I get it. Trossard had a good game against Bale, a good off the bench performance against Bilbao, right? Granted that he had a good off the bench performance against them, but coming into this game, right? I don't think Trossard was the right decision to make because we've all seen Trossard starting, especially on the left side. We all know the history of Trossard starting on the left side. So it is not always the best in terms of him starting the game and then performing. He's much better coming off the bench. We all know this. We all know this. So starting with Trossard on the left and also starting with Mikel Merino in midfield. Now I really watched the game before I do the shows so that I can have a full picture, a full clear mind watching the game. Because when you watch the game, your emotions kind of take the best of you, so you don't even see the clear picture, well, because your mind is all over the place. So I made sure to watch the game again, just so that what I'm saying here is not just me talking out of my ass, right? So Mikel Mer, Mer, Marino starting that game, right? What he did in that game, there's nothing that he did that Ethan couldn't have done. Because Man City's midfield was Rodri, Reinders, and Foden, right? So I don't know why we had to go all the way to Mikel Merino when we could have put Ethan to handle, even if it's Foden there. Like we can put Ethan in Mikel Merino's position, and we wouldn't have lost much control. I don't think we would have lost much control if Mikel Merino did not play this game. So that, first of all, was the major blunder decision, not starting a more creative 10 and trying to over control the game. Because I feel like Mikel he wanted to over control this game with the I would say the more technical ability of Trossard, but not necessarily the pace or anything else that he could have brought on that side, because he was going up against Kuzunov, who's more physical than him. So if it comes to trying to beat him for pace, he's not gonna do that. So it was more of a plan to keep the ball away from Pep and try to create with the ball ourselves. That was the whole game plan from Mikel. Right. Granted that the idea is not bad, it's just the extreme of the idea was what Mikel did yesterday. He went too extreme. He wanted to control and over control and make sure we don't give Pep anything first before actually thinking about trying to win the game. But I won't put everything just on Mikel, because when you're playing football, your manager makes the the decisions to put players on the field, but those players also have to perform, right? So me, my my thought about this game, right, was I believed at least there will be either Eze or Ethan starting in the position that Mikel Me- Reno started in. And if one of them don't, or if Ethan starts in that 10, Eze takes the left wing. Because if you still want to do your control, you can still do that with Ethan Waneri in the 10, and you can still do that with Eze out on the left. You can still do that if that is what the plan is. You can do that because they are also as technical or even more technical than Merino and Trossard, Eze and Ethan. So they can keep the ball away from City, and they can also press if needed. So it is not like you were going to lose much starting them in the game. But this, I would say, this shows that Mikel doesn't trust Ethan all the way yet. That is what it shows, in my personal opinion, because Mikel Merino, there is nothing that he added to the game. Like there's that, like, both offensively and defensively in that first 45 minutes, Mikel Mer, uh, Mer, Mer, Merino was pretty much non-existent. Pretty much, like there is nothing that's he really added to the game. He actually had, like, I think it was like 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure it was like the 19th to the 21st minute where he had like the worst 2 minute spell you could have in a game. That's what Mikel Merino had in that game. So he didn't really add much to it, and he could have cost us the game in the first half when we were already losing. So Mikel not making that decision to either sub him early in that game, we can also put it down to him as well, because starting him and leaving him in the game for the first 45 minutes, I didn't really see what he brought to our game. Everything he did, Ethan could have done, and still be able to produce more going forward. So that was definitely a wrong decision on Mikel. Trossard starting as well. He didn't do anything, and this is what you get with Trossard. He goes up, he goes down, but coming off the bench is the best that we've seen him. So I don't know. Started him. It wasn't the right move for Mikel Arteta. I got a comment. Let me see who's in the building. Oh, mind. How far, bro? How far, bro? Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, like I'm just saying what I'm saying, bro. Dami also said, "Why is my manager so conservative, bro?" He has been schooled in the school of David Moyes and that. So I don't know this guy why he's so conservative. Like, bro, I can get him being conservative. That's cool, but he's over conservative, or he was over conservative in this last game. He showed Pep, he showed them too much respect. Too much respect, bro. Too much. And us that are watching City, right? We have been watching them over the last couple months. They did not deserve this much respect from a team that's going for the title. they did not deserve this. They didn't deserve this much respect. But to me, yesterday was a lot of bad data on Mikel. A lot of bad data. Yesterday is where you're supposed to say, yes, we beat you 5-1 the last time, right? And now I believe in this team to not have to be so conservative. Like I can see that you guys are almost on your like when you know a a boxer is like going back and forth, but you can tell that he's kind of weak because his legs are like kind of wobbly a little bit. We like that is literally the Man City that we had yesterday, a wobbly Man City. So what we're supposed to do is not go and show them much respect. What you're supposed to do there is to take them out. Take them out. You can still control the game, but still give yourself that offensive edge. You need an offensive edge against that Man City yesterday. Because look at what they actually came to play. Look at that. Like, look at what they actually came to play. They could not handle us in like the open field. They couldn't live with us. They couldn't run with us. It's just we were just too conservative, and we did not take advantage of the fact that this team is wobbly. Defense like they are wobbly. So we didn't take we didn't take I would say we didn't take that advantage that was clearly there. And that is why a lot of the fans are pissed because we can see it. So if we can see it, Mikel, why couldn't you see it? Because this Man City team is not the same. It's just not. So fans have a right to be angry at Mikel. They have all the right in the world to be angry at Mikel. Wonder what he's seeing that we are not seeing, bro. I wish I could explain it. Like I can get it doing it against Liverpool. You're going away from home, right? So cool. You are playing a team that they're their front line is so good and they have so much chemistry playing together, most of them. We've had like a new Hugo here and Vert here, but most of that attack, Salah, Gakpo, McAllister, Sabozla, most of that attack have been playing together. So I can get it going away to Anfield, going away to a tougher ground like that. I'm wanting to start with Mikel me Reno in the team. I can get that, but even doing that, you should have started Eze instead of Martinelli on the left side to still keep creativity in the team to help your striker. Because Victor Gyogo Gyökeres, I will get to him, but it'll be later in the show. Yeah, it'll be later in the show. Um, Bro, I wonder, bro. I literally wonder what he's seeing to like be honest. Then what do you think about the front line, especially Victor Gyökeres? Yeah, me, I was gonna leave that towards the end, but since you asked, let me go ahead and kind of give you my thoughts on his performance yesterday. Granted, people are saying that yes, we are not feeding him. We are not feeding him. Yes, but as a striker, as a 27-year-old striker, right? I get that your strength is supposed to be running in behind and bullying defenders, right? And finishing as well. But this is finishing when you have the opportunity to finish, right? That is your strength, right? But in this team, if your movement is not good enough, you are not going to get as many chances as you think you're supposed to get. That is just the truth. And me personally, I don't think his movement is that great. As a box presence and picking the spaces in the box to anticipate where the final ball is gonna be, he's severely lacking in that at this point in time. Right now, me, I've given him the the grace of let me wait until he gets fit. Let me wait until he gets fit because being fit, that's also one of his strengths as well. Because then raises his his number of runs and raises his stamina, raises his speed as well, because he needs that. He needs higher stamina, he needs more speed, he needs more endurance in this league, because this was one of these were one of the main things where people were telling us that he had coming in from Portugal. But I have not seen the Victor Gyökeres from the second half of last season yet, which is why I'm telling you, oh, let us wait until he gets fit, right? That is just how I'm looking at it. But still, granted, you are not fit. Your football IQ at the end of the day is what is supposed to carry you until you get fit. That is what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to know where to position yourself in the box. Like I see so many times where where um where the ball is on the wing, right? Let's say the ball is on the right wing. Victor Gyorgu Victor Keres is on the left side of the box. Like I don't expect you to be receiving the ball from there unless you're playing with David Beckham or you're playing with a Kevin De Bruyne that can find you at any point where you are in the box. You have to know the people that you're playing with, right? So when the ball is on the right side and you're all the way over on the left side of the box between the right CB and the right back, and you are not making a darting run to the penalty area or doing something else in that moment, I don't see how you're going to receive the ball. Me personally, I don't see. If your movement in the box is not as great, I don't see how you're going to receive the ball. I just don't see it. Okay, he said the things that give him the advantage in Portugal won't translate to the Prem. He has to modify his game, and that is true. That is true, because this was one of the issues that I had with him coming in. Because when me, I I watch a player. My eye test is not just the player. My eye test is the player in relation to the kind of defense he's facing. That is how I watch a play. So me looking at the kind of defenders in Portugal that he was bullying, he was faster than, he was stronger than, right? And also people who most of the time play a high line, and coming into this Arsenal team playing higher level defenders that you may not be as strong as, or you may not be strong, stronger than or faster than. It's showing that you are not stronger than or faster than. It's showing. Granted, now he's not fit, which is why I'm giving him that grace. But you without that speed, you without that strength advantage over the defenders, it's like it's a totally different player that I am watching now. It's like he's a totally different player, because even when we try to play him in the channels and this and that, like even me, I'm not confident that he is gonna get to that ball. And even if he gets to it with a D with a defender marking him, he doesn't have the bag to go past him 1v1 effectively and consistently. He would do it every here and there, but the bag is not consistent. The bag is not, it is not there. Like he will not be able to beat a guy 1v1 and get into the box. Like he can do that against the people that he can bully. But when he gets up against a higher level defender, it's like he doesn't believe that he can get past him. And he just turns around and passes the ball. So like I am seeing things that I don't like. Like me, I am not trying to just go all the way in on him, but there are things that your eyes will tell you if you know the game of football. There are things that your eyes will tell you that you cannot ignore when it comes to Victor Gyokeres. Like there are times in the Man City game yesterday where if he picked up a different space in the box or made a darting run in a certain way, he was gonna get a ball coming to him. But it's like when it is like once he picks a position in the box, he just stays there. And I don't like that about him. He picks a position, he stays there, and if the ball doesn't come to him, it's it didn't come. It's like I don't like that about my striker. If you are in a position and the box in the box and the ball is not going to come to you there, you have to find a different way. Yeah, you have to find a different spot in that box to create a passing lane for somebody else. Simple. And also, there's also something that I watched like the first minute and a half into this game, where I think I am not sure who passed the ball to Vic, but Vic was in the center of of the of the forward position, right? And he had Trossard running in off of the left side. The same the same kind of di di dynamic that Trossard and Martinelli had against Bilbao, where Martinelli made the run in behind and Trossard made a one-touch pass over the defense to get to Martinelli. Now, Victor had the same chance to lay the ball off, one-time pass into Trossard's stride, so he can at least pick the ball off and try and get past Kuzunov. Because in that point, Trossard was already in front of Kuzunov. So if Victor Gyökeres had laid it off for Trossard to just carry the ball, use his momentum and try and get past Kuzunov, we could have gotten in on goal, or we could have been able to create something else. But Victor Gyökeres, instead of laying the ball off one time, he just controlled it and took the whole chance away and went to the chance with that ball. Like I was so mad. I was so mad because all it takes in that moment is just to lay it off and maybe Trossard is in. Was like in the minutes. I'm pretty sure like it was after like a minute and 29 seconds. So just go like watch it again. But yeah, so there are things that he needs to do as well. There are things that he needs to do as well. Like anybody that's trying to say, oh, it's just solely on him not being fed. I just feel like they are trying to protect him because they overrated him. So now they are trying to protect their football knowledge by saying it's just because he's not being fed. No, it is more than that. It's not just because he's not being fed. He's not doing things in his own game that will allow him to be fed more. And also he needs to also think about other people as well when he's in this Arsenal team. You have to, think, do I have to control the ball here? Or do I see Trossard running in behind and all I need to do is just tap it in front of him to give him that chance? So there are things that Vic can also do. Sorry guys, I was kind of in the flow right there. Well, yeah. So yeah, you said the things that gave him the advantage in Portugal won't translate to the Prem. Yeah, he needs to modify his game. Definitely, he needs to modify his game. Yeah, please. Daniel, what's good, brother? What's up, bro? Liverpool on 5 points gap already. Is it too early to see them as champions? In as much as they are not playing incredibly well, bro, it's 5 games. It's too early, bro. It's way too early. It's way too early. So even me that's saying all of this about Victor Gyökeres and all this, I still agree that it's too early. But I'm not gonna say what I see. I have to tell you what I see. I won't just put it in the side and say, oh, because I rate him or because I don't rate him, I am not gonna give the full context. You get what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not how I look at football. Like that is not how I look at it. But with Liverpool and being 5 points clear, for me, I would say they shouldn't bottle it from here. That is just what I'm gonna say. Because 5 points clear, this is where they wanted to be. So hey, you guys are gonna have to keep going from here. But let's see how the rest of the season pans out. Because like I said, it's too early. It's way too early. It's way too early. But the refs are definitely doing the same thing they were doing for them last year. So it'll be hard to get these points back. But it's still way too early, bro. It's still way too early. You say mine. You said I got crucified for saying Havertz would have been better for us yesterday. Is just people who like that. That is like people who just like being right. They 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 don't like to analyze. They just want to be correct because they have chosen Victor Gyökeres to be better than Havertz in every way. They will not go back on that thought process because they want to be correct by all means. That is not how football is supposed to be analyzed. The people that that look at football as black and white, you will always run into some kind of you know dead end at some point because you cannot look at the game like that. There are things where Havertz is better than Victor uh, Gyökeres in touch, offensive. Our our awareness, being able to link play. Havertz is much better than him in the air. Havertz is much better than him. The what Vic is better than Havertz in is finishing. What else? To be honest, it's just finishing right now because everything else I am not seeing yet. The speed, the stamina, the what I'm not seeing that yet. So at this point, this current Victor Gyökeres that I'm seeing, this unfit Victor Gyökeres that I'm seeing, is not much better than Havertz. No, sorry, I'm sorry. He is just not at this moment in time, and people need to be honest with that. Yeah. So before I got on this with Victor Gyokeres tangent, right? Yeah, so Man City didn't do a lot. Man City didn't do a lot. So this is also where I put it on the players, right? So granted, Mikel has made his poor selections in selecting Trossard and Mikel Merino. Now, you guys that are on the field also need to reward the manager for picking you at the end of the day. And I don't believe that the players that played yesterday rewarded the manager for picking them. No, they did not. Starting from the back, stinky performances everywhere. That is the title of my video for obvious reasons. The people that we trust, that we put all our praise on. Saliba, Gabriel. Two of them, stinky performance yesterday. Both of them. Both of them. So even if Mikel put in Trossard and put in Eze, if Gabriel and Saliba played the same nonsense that they played yesterday, we we definitely would have still conceded at least. But we would have had more firepower to win the game. But Gabriel, I don't know why you dived in on Holland there. I don't know why. I don't know why you did that because you didn't have to do that. You could have held your position to stop any transition moments happening there. But the fact that you dived in on that and you committed and none of you were able to get the ball, you took yourself out of the game by making that decision and not recovering the ball. Even if you don't get the ball, bring Haaland down. Bring him down and hold a, a, a card. Bring him down and hold yellow card. Simple. Because you should not for no reason should you be allowing Holland to be behind you. For no reason, Gabriel. In that moment. You were the captain, you're like the most experienced player on that team, and you made the most schoolboy decision, pretty much. So Gabriel, you let us down. Like you are my like you like me. I don't like to have agendas. Like if I see bad performances, I'm going to call it out from anybody that plays. It doesn't matter who. I'll call it out. Saliba next to him, stinky performance. He has not played the last couple games, so it showed that he was rusty. It showed obviously that he was rusty. Let me see your comment, bro. Mine says they were poor for the goal. They looked surprised by something we've seen Haaland do 1,000 times. They were solid for the most part. True. I mean, yeah, but making that type of decision in that moment, solid for the most part, yes. But when you make that type of wrong decision, it kind of like 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 it just kind of mars the whole performance because that is a schoolboy error. You don't step in on the striker there and allow him to turn you. If he turns you, bring him down, Gabriel. That is the dark arts that we praise you for. Bring him down. Hold the yellow card. Simple. Reset. Because it's, it is a choice you have to make, right? You either stay behind him and watch the whole play develop, or if you're going to what it called, if you're going to engage with him, you do not let him turn you. You don't. If you even smell that happening, you bring the striker down because you know at the end of the day, that's who they're trying to find. So Gabriel, you should have brought Haaland down 100%. Now William Saliba, even out of that moment, he was still having a poor game in terms of his passing. His passing was off yesterday. He was making misplaced passes left and center, especially in that first half. So for 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 me personally, it was not just in that moment. There were issues when um, in the second half when William Saliba was going out to the right side to go and try and stop Doku without actually putting pressure on him. He was jockeying out of position. So I don't see that as good defending. I don't see that because he still allowed the pass from Doku through to Haaland, and who almost scored a second goal, right? If 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 he wasn't so greedy, he could have also squared the ball across the Foden, I think it was. And that would have definitely been a 2-0. And that would have been as a result of Saliba not stopping that pass from Doku. So me personally, I feel like it wasn't just in that moment. I feel like there were also other moments in the game where they showed their for performance. Mine again says, I don't believe in having a set starting 11. You have to reward players for good performances. So Mosquera should have started. Same for Martinelli. Mos Mosquera, penny for his starts. Because after playing how well he has been playing, yet uh, has been playing up until yesterday, seeing him bench for that game would have at least hurt his confidence a little bit, at least a little bit. But I I I agree with you. He should have started. But when I say that, I also kind of look at it with the second mindset as Saliba is currently in contract negotiations. So you don't want to start, problems during this period. Maybe after he signs that contract, then okay, cool. But yeah, but Mos Mosquera should have started. If Mikel can find a way of still appeasing Saliba while starting Mosquera at the same time, cool. Then yeah, he should have started. That is the job of the manager. So I can understand that. But if the word is coming from higher up saying, oh, you guys he's in contract negotiations. So we are trying to get terms here and here and here. So a happy Saliba will is going to agree to certain terms. So You get what I'm saying? So it is very gray in that area. But William Saliba they did not reward Mikel for that fate that he put in him yesterday, and that has to fall on the player as well as the manager. So, but that has to fall on the player too. You get what I'm saying? So the people that Mikel actually picked yesterday, they let him down seriously, seriously. Let me tell you that seriously. But uh, Martinelli starting the game, I can get that. I can get that. But with Trossard, it's the same thing. We've seen it so many times. We've seen it so many times. Up, down, up, down. So me, bench, off the bench. That is how I'm looking at Trossard and Martinelli right now. Bench and off the bench. Simple. That is just how I'm looking at it. I will need a few more performances off the bench to actually, okay, let me see what you can do here. But going a game after everything we've been seeing and just giving them a start over a Bill Bow game, yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, but I would say Eze should have started that game. Eze and Ethan should have started. That is just my personal opinion. Let Trossard and Martinelli come off the bench and change the game. Seriously. But if we want to start Trossard or Martinelli, center forward position, try it out. Try it out there. At least try it out there. Because with Gabby Martinelli, you know that he definitely has the speed to get past his center center backs. He definitely has that speed, and he can also be able to rotate with whoever's on the left side as well. So I could for Martinelli, I can get that for the center forward spot, and also Trossard for the center forward spot because Victor Gilchrist is playing a lot of games, and I mean, gra- granted, that is what he needs to get fit, but it's like he's like the the type of player he is. If he's not if he's not receiving the ball perfectly to score, he's not being effective in the game right now, and I don't like that because if you are not receiving the ball perfectly, you are not always gonna get it perfectly, especially if your movement is lacking. You're not gonna get a perfect pass every time. So you have to bring certain things. And if we want to try something else, we can try Trossard or Martinelli up top and see. We can start them there and see. What do I think about Zubimendi's performance? He wasn't great yesterday. He wasn't great, but at least 75% of the team wasn't great yesterday. He was part of that. Rice also. Rice is playing like he's tired. Rice is playing like he needs a 2 week recovery session. Like that is literally how Rice is playing. Like he needs to be sat on the bench for like 2 games to just get his levels back up because he's playing too tired. But Zubimendi, yesterday, he he was miss misplacing passes in that moment where we considered that goal. He was one of the people that could have stopped that chance from going, stopped that pass from going through. He failed in that moment because in that moment as a DM, your job is to make sure nothing goes past you, especially when you can see your center back stepping up all the way. So in that moment, that goal was a cluster of errors from everyone. From Calafiori, he made an error. From Declan Rice, he made an error. From Zubimendi, he made an error. From Gabriel, he made an error. From Saliba, he made an error. So it was even Timber was telling Saliba, go and mark Haaland. I will take care of Reinders and Doku. Go and make sure Haaland was still there. But Saliba, being as rusty as he is, he didn't even listen to what Timber was trying to tell him. He kept trying to mark Reinders and Holland. No, Timber already told you, I got him. Go, I got him. So listen to him and just go and make sure you stop Holland because that is where the ball is going to end up. Like you should be like you should know this as an experienced center back. You should know that the ball is somehow is going to try and end up at Erling Haaland, especially if you give him space by trying to mark two people, which is why Timber told him, bro, don't worry, go over there. He needs to be marked. I can handle um Ryan Reinders. It was a lot of errors for that goal, a whole lot of errors. But the main error was from Gabriel, because I promise you, if Gabby did not engage and just stayed back and watched the whole play develop, they do not score there. They don't. They do not score. They do not score there. So even if after all the errors that happened before, if Gabby held his position, I don't think that they scored in that scenario. But Zubimendi, overall, yesterday I gave him a 5. I gave him a 5. He wasn't his best self, but I also believe that the way we played that game to overly control it, you are really not going to see the best of Zubimendi if we are not going forward. You know, if the plan is not to go forward, quickly or as much. If it's more control, keep the possession away from City. Yeah, he will keep the ball ticking. Cool, but if the team game's plan is not to go forward as much, you won't see the best of Zubimendi. You simply not see the best of him. But his own personal per, performance yesterday wasn't great. To me, I would give him a 5 out of 10. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. But I just hope that he was able to score that chance that he got, like at the edge of the box, where he tried to side foot it to the top corner and just played it just slightly above the bar. That would have changed a lot for our team. But yeah, like a lot of players yesterday didn't perform. A whole lot of them did not perform. A whole lot of them. But yeah, so I got into Saliba. I got into Gabriel. Um, David Raya had like two saves to make. He made one of them, but his passing was kind of off as well. He like wasn't finding the player, efficiently going long, which is why I'm like we shouldn't have even been going long as much as we were doing. That is a part where the game plan is also wrong as well. But Timber Doku had a decent game. Let me say that because he didn't really create much, but he put Timber under pressure and got him booked early in the second half. So Timber himself, his game yesterday wasn't that great. He wasn't that great yesterday. Um, and Calafiori yesterday as well. Oh, GK, been bro. GK has been a minute, bro. What's up with you, man? How you been? We need to reintegrate MLS in these kind of games. It makes sense. MLS made sense for this Man City game. I don't know why Mikel decided to keep MLS on the bench. He should have started as well. He had the fire, the necessary fire needed for this game. With everything that was said about him after the last time, scoring, staying humble, and whatever, whatever, whatever. After everything that happened after that last game, he had the fire in him. He has tech, the tech, tech, uh, technical ability to help with the control and also be able to drive through midfield, putting pressure on the Man City physical less midfield. So it would have made sense if MLS started this game. That 100%, I do agree with you 100%. And with the way Calafiori played yesterday, MLS should definitely have started because Calafiori was shit. He was bad yesterday. He was bad. Like, and this is where I am not gonna let the players get away with it because it is all good and well slapping up Nottingham Forest, slapping up Leeds. It is all good it's all good and well. But when you come up against City and all of a sudden you guys start making this kind of like giving this kind of showing as individual players, you will have to take some flack for that. It's not just the manager. These players have to take some flack for that. They have to. So MLS should definitely have started over Ka- um, Calafiori. If Mikel wanted to show bravery and balls and big brain and all that, starting Ethan in the 10, MLS at left back, and Eze at left wing, you can still get the what's it called um control game that you desire, but you have more attacking impetus in that team, right? That lets Rice go forward. You know, maybe Rice could have popped up more shots as well. You never know, and we know how good Rice is shooting from you know out of the the box. That also gives him the license to destroy around the field. So it was just way too conservative from Arteta yesterday. Just way too conservative. GK, what's up? Wasn't the performance I was expecting, but we'll take the point. I mean, I will take the point because, bro, we was about to take nothing. So, I mean, I will take the point because we were about to lose. But we will not be taking the points if we were the ones leading the game and we gave it away at the last second. We would not be here saying I will take a point. Nah, bro, we would not. So I would take a point because we were about to lose that game. Cool, but being in that position, like we can't just let that slide and say, yeah, I will take a point. Like I get that it's Man City, I will take a point, cool, but they were there. They were there for taking more than a point. We could have taken all three, and they were there for that. Was expecting Mikel Marino in midfield got to give up on that on that option and go more direct, creative player. I agree with you. I agree with you, but I wouldn't say give up on the option because that is what we need our options. It's just you have to know when to use him. Away grounds, when you want to hit on the break mostly, cool. That makes sense. But when you're playing at home against a team that have shown that they are vulnerable defensively and in transition, it doesn't matter that that's you fear them or whatever. Put faith in the players that you have, right? The creative players that you have to be able to still help you with control of the game, but still be able to hurt the opposition as well. That is like this is Mikel's moment to balance a squad, a big squad for the first time. And so far, in terms of squad management and squad use of players, Mikel Arteta so far right now is getting a. Let me like I can't give him anything more than a 6.5. Like I cannot give him anything more than a 6.5 because the way he's using the players, right? You will have to put players that can complement each other on the field. Like I get it, you want Mikel Merino to be playing that game because of his tactical mind, but putting him on the same side as Anoni Madueke is not going to help Anoni Madueke. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Because legs wise, Mikel Merino can't even keep up with Noni Madueke when it comes to legs wise. So if Noni Madueke is doing all the jinky, you know what I mean, cut by line and try to cut it back, Mikel like he's not reading all that to make sure he's in that position to receive the ball. He's not because he can barely even keep up with him physically to like even talk about linking up on that side. So Mikel, in terms of using his squad, he he hasn't really done an amazing job. He has done an okay job so far. But with the squad of players that he has, with the kind of games that he has faced, he has not used his squad well. Mikel has not. And I'm just gonna be honest with that. He like so far so good. He has not used his squad well. So he needs to get better. He needs to know that okay, I need this certain player in this game for a tactical reason, right? But how does he complement the other players around him? That is how you need to think about it. Because I get it, you want to win your duels in the midfield, so you put Mikel Marino in there, but how's that helping Nani Madueke? How is that helping Victor Gyökeres? That is just how I'm looking at it. Simple. I was confused by why Timber came off and Colin Fleury remained on. Timber came off because he had a yellow card. I think that's the main reason. But why he put Zubimendi at right back, I don't know. Mikel, you like I don't know because once Zubi went there, Man City started getting chances from that side. So that did not make sense to me. That did not make sense to me. I'm sorry. So so when taking Timber off, that is when Mosquera should have come into the game. But he put Martinelli into the game then and put Zubi at right back. Okay, I mean, cool, but you can bring Martinelli in for a different position and then put um, Mosquera at right back. So Calafiori didn't play well. He didn't play well. I don't know why Mikel left him in the game so long. He was bad. He was bad in that game. Next, with Odegaard being out, would you go with starting Eze in central midfield? I would have started him instead of Marino as well. There was no support for Madueke, so he got double teamed. Me, I would, me personally, starting Eze, cool. But me, when I look at Victor Gyokeres, right? He is the type of player that needs at least two creators on the field with him at all times. Because personally, I don't believe that he is this elite player that can create for for himself, no matter the level of defenders he's playing. I don't believe that. I believe that he can create for himself when he's playing lesser quality defenders. Beautiful. But when he's playing against higher level D defenses, I don't believe that he can create for himself. So to maximize his usage, we need to have at least two creators on the field, which is why I am not I am not mad at Eze coming off of the left wing to kind of be our creator on the left side and having an Ethan or Martin Odegaard when fit on that side to be our creator from the right side. Like I don't mind that, but we know that Ethan is more of a shooter than a creator per se. So if Martin Odegaard is fit, Eze should be starting from the left side. If Martin Odegaard is not fit, and we are fine with Martinelli starting on the left side, then put Eze in the 10. Cool. But we've seen that Martinelli and Victor Gyökeres is not really the best combination. We have seen that already too. So, I mean, as of right now, it is not the best combo in terms of creativity or chemistry. So if maybe we want to start with the Eze in the 10, I would say start it with a Trossard up top and a Martinelli on the left. That could work in terms of there being enough creativity and being enough threat in behind with Martinelli's pace and Madueke or Saka on that side. So we would still be able to have some control of the game, but we will still be more incisive going forward. Definitely. So it is just all about how you use the squad that you have, knowing the players that you have, and not and knowing how to platform them with other players. Simple. Yeah, definitely Madueke got double teamed because he didn't have anybody making a run, off of him to help him get one of the players away. Mikel Merino can barely keep up with him, and Timber didn't overlap as much yesterday, so he was isolated a lot. Yeah, that is just what it is, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. What's good, brother? What's up? What's up? 45 minutes basically wasted. Even if we went down, if even if we went one down with more creative starting lineup, we have better chance of getting back into the game. Very, very true. 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Yeah, like I said the same thing earlier because even if we had Eze and had um Uwan Eri starting, and Saliba and Gabriel still want to play like they played in the first 45, we were still going to concede a goal. It's just we would have more firepower to actually go and get the game back. So that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Mikel Merino in midfield, I haven't been impressed with them. They're starting since last season. Feel that second, third string striker. I feel his best performance have come. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His best pe- um pe- performances came as a number 9 for sure. Because then you have a player that everybody else can play off of, can play off of, right? He has good technical ability. He's also aware of other people's spaces. He has the ability to find passes, and he can win ball in the air too, and he has good ball striking when it comes to one touch finishes. So that yeah, that I would say is playing to his strengths. If 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 you really want to deep it, play Mika Me, Me, Reno in our 9 position is kind of low key playing to his strengths. He's kind of low key playing to his strength, which is why we saw his best performances come in that position. So like it is just kind of funny. It's just funny because we bought a center midfielder whose strengths comes when he's playing in the 9 because everybody can then play around him. You can feed the ball into him quickly and trust him to get the ball under control and be able to lay it off to people that need it. And also, I don't get how Mikel Merino's box movement is better than my strikers right now. Like that I don't get it. But he has a profile that you can find him in the air as well. Now, this is why people were, you don't have to be good at headers. If you're all those people that were talking about, you don't have to be good at headers. When you're a striker, we know that your best ability is with your feet, right? Your movement is not as great, right? So finding the ball to your feet as much gets limited, right? So if you cannot use your head, you won't be able to find other spots in the defense where your head can be effective if you can't use it. So if your first choice, your main strength is taken away from you as a striker, what does that profile have to do other things? That is how I was looking at him when he was coming in. Simple. So Mikel Merino, his best performance is half curve as a striker, which is crazy. Being a center mid, he's crazy. It's crazy. When you deep it like that, it is crazy. But when you play with a guy like Miko Merino in midfield, right? Your your wingers have to be create. They just have to be able to create something. Like their end product needs to be good. So if you pair a Miko Merino in midfield with a Madueke with that's lacking end product, that's just asking for trouble. That's just asking for trouble. Simple. That's asking for trouble. It's either you give Madueke a player that he can also link up with on that side, like an Ethan or an SA, that will help his, game, than just leaving him out there on the wing to create something and cut it back. He like that is not his strong suit. His strong suit has not been his end product. So if you're hoping for that this early into the season, you're going to be disappointed. He needs to work on it. Definitely, he needs to work on it. Next one, Calafiori. Every time he got the ball in the final third, no end product, no final ball. He was shy yesterday. Calafiori was so bad. He was so bad yesterday, and this is coming off of winning the Player of the Month. So this is why I said these players cannot get away with it. They can't get away with it. Like I get it. We are trying to focus on Mikel Arteta. I get it. I get it. Even me too. He made like three positional blunders playing. Let me say not starting MLS, Ethan, and Eze. Those three blunders he made, but the players that he picked on the field, they are not escaping this. They are not escaping this this cooking. They are not, because you cannot win Player of the Month, then come and do this against Man City. Like, come on, bro. Where's the consistency? Come on. Hey, bro, Sachs, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. I agree about needing multiple creators. Starting Madueke can't be our outlet. I like his directness to progress the ball going past players, but that final ball is in there. Simple. And when your final ball is not there, everything else is aesthetics. If you're not being effective, if you're not scoring, if you're not cre- cre- creating assists or doing something, is just aesthetics at this point. Simple. So you have to be able to use the opportunity and then create something for other players. But like I said, Mikel has to find the balance. Starting Mikel Reno and Madueke on the same side, I don't think that is ever going to work. Or it might work against the smaller teams. Simple. In a big game, where the spaces are too tight and you have to be extra creative on the wings to actually get past your players, you need to be able to keep up with those wingers. If you play people in your mid that cannot keep up or at least support them with runs, you're leaving your wing players on a total island then. So it's all about how you balance the team, and in terms of your tactics, player relationships, and strengths. You have to know what the player's strength is, know what he needs to enhance that strength, but still be able to balance that out with what you need tactically. Simple. GK again, I would bring MLS back into the team and allow him to play for the forward ahead of Rice in that inverted role as the free eight Rice normally does. So okay, you're saying you will start him as left back, then invert him to go beyond Rice. So that means Rice will still be kind of like the second uh, DM in the pivot and stay back while MLS goes forward. Like me, I would say that could work. You just know that Rice is also gonna have to cover that left back side with Gabriel. You know when things happen. So that as well, I can see that working because that is pretty much what Calafiori does. He leaves his left side and just goes on a freaking adventure. So I can understand if you want to have MLS doing that instead of Calafiori. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's an actual, you know, bred midfielder. So he could be more effective in that role as well. So true, true. 1337 Ryan. Sup, this is real. Appreciate you, bro. This is all real, bro. I come here, especially on this show, real talk, only real talk. I don't come here for agendas. I don't come here for what no. We come here to talk football. Sit like there's too many agendas that's fucking up people's understanding of this sport. Too many. It's too many. Because people would stay on one side and they will never want to shift on their position because they want to be correct. They want to show that I know football. No, you can know football, yeah, but football is not black and white. So if you treat it as black and white, you're going to get fucked up at some point. So you will just have to be honest about the game, no agendas. So appreciate that, bro. Uh Rwanda? No, I am from Nigeria. I am Igbo boy. Comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Yeah, I can speak it, just a little bit French. Mambo, bro. I don't know what that means. You're probably gonna have to explain that one to me, bro. So- oh, this is a fake stream. No, this is real. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. To be honest, but hey, sub, cause I see you on Kick. So follow me on Kick, bro. We're gonna be here a lot more than usual. What do I think of Rice so far? Is it because his role slightly changed? No, I think it's because he needs to rest. That man plays damn near 90 minutes every game for England and Arsenal. So I feel like now that Christian Nargord is back, Mikel, please give Rice some rest because England is not gonna do that. Oh, they should because they have freaking Elliot Anderson now, but we still know they're not going to give Rice a rest. So Mikel's going to have to at least find a way to get Rice some rest because that brother plays too much. He plays too much. So his performance yesterday was bad, 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 bad. He was losing duels too to Foden sometimes. So to me, he's playing like he needs rest. Like he needs rest, at least a 2 week rest. 2 week rest at least. That is what Rice needs. But in terms of his put his him playing in the pivot with Zubi, at this point, I don't see it as much of an issue. It's just that I don't feel like he has enough energy right now to, or maybe he's not being asked to do it right now because we're playing Calafiori, but he is not being asked to be a box to box. He is not being asked to do that. He is being asked to just be the pivot guy with Zubi. You can come back and then receive the ball as well sometimes, let Zubi go forward sometimes, but they're still using a double pivot with Zubi and Rice, right? So that is fine. But me, I would always say, and I'll always maintain that the best Declan Rice is not fixed in a position. The best Declan Rice is allowed to roam. That is what I believe. Because when he's rested, he has the energy to do all that. He has the legs to go and destroy. He has the legs to actually shoot from outside. He can find a decent cross here and there. He can also come in at the back post to help with a header. So I feel like the best position for Rice is not fixed in a pivot. That is just what I feel personally. I feel like the best Rice you will see is cool. Let him be in a pivot, cool, but allow him a license to go forward, right? But to be able to do that, you have to make sure the balance is right behind him. You have to make sure the balance is right to behind him. So if that means playing MLS or Calafiori and giving them the instruction to invert into midfield to allow Rice to go forward, you might see that. Maybe playing MLS, that is known for being a midfielder, inverting him into the pivot position with Zubimendi, allowing Rice to go forward, and Rice and MLS kind of interchange on that. That could be the best way we get. That could be the way we get the best out of Rice. Like me, I don't believe that putting him just in the six and keeping him there, you will see the best of him. Like you will see the best defensive side for sure. But for Rice, best all round game, it is not stuck. It is not stuck in a pivot. That is not what I see. But when when you want Rice going forward on that left eight side, it's best to pair him with a very creative left winger. So if we start Eze on that side and allow Rice to go forward, I don't really see, that left side being rigid, like people were saying when it was Rice and Martinelli. I don't see it being as rigid as that. If you play Rice with Eze on that side, I don't see it being as rigid. Does Martinelli come back into the starting 11? For me, right now, no. But if Victor Gyökeres keeps playing like this, Martinelli could come in as a starting striker. Even Trossard, to be very honest with you. But coming in as a left winger to start, no. Leave that to Eze, Madueke, Saka. And I'll put Max Diamond there if I put Martinelli there anymore. We have seen that way too much. Correct, Rice still in the double pivot. Yeah, 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 he is. But keeping him fixed in that pivot, personally, I don't think that'll get the best out of Declan Rice. I really don't. Um, Erling Haaland sprinted past Zubimendi. He should have at least held him back or fouled him before he was jogging and let him move faster. Somebody could have brought him down. The person that should have brought him down is Gabriel, because Gabriel is the one that made the decision to dive in. You made it. You made that decision to dive in. Zubimendi, yes, could have brought him down as well, for sure, because it was Zubi and Gabriel. The two of them could not stop a pass from Erling Haaland, and the one that could and had the better opportunity to bring Haaland down is Gabriel. Like me personally, I don't know if you guys have been noticing this, but Gabriel with that armband on, that guy with with the armband on is like he wants to show that, bro, I'm the captain. I want to show myself. I want to do, bro. Just make the proper decisions, bro. So his blood was hot in that moment. So he said, "Let me go and let me go and stop Haaland. Stop anything. Your aim there is to stop Haaland, but you let him turn you, and that's the other way. No, is either you wait and watch the play develop, or if you are diving in, the player does not go past you. If you don't get the ball, get the man. People have been saying this for how long in football. If you don't get the ball, get the man. But me, I'll put that more on Gabriel than Zubimendi. I'll put that more on Gabriel than Zubimendi because you are the experienced defender. This is the guy you are supposed to be battling with. Gabriel Haaland, Gabriel Haaland, Gabriel Haaland. Hey. Why are you letting him turn you like that? Why? Bring him down and collect yellow card. Simple. Do I prefer do I prefer Rice being more advanced or deeper to progress the ball with carrying ability? Do I prefer? Huh. being more advanced? No. Deeper to progress the ball with carrying ability? I prefer a balance between the two extremes because I kind of see them as extremes. Being deeper to progress the ball with his carrying or being higher up. You can be in a pivot, but still go forward. When we have the the ball. Is to me it is a thing of balance. It's always a thing of balance because either way, if Rice is always more advanced, always is gonna take away from the other part of the field because him being more advanced, cool, but he's not as creative, right? He's not as offensively aware to be most of the time advanced. But he is too energetic to be kept just in a deeper role. But I would say, in terms of these two, though, in terms of these two cases you have brought to me, do I prefer him more advanced or deeper to progress the ball with his carrying ability? Being deeper and progressing the ball with his carrying ability is better than him just being more advanced, in my opinion. But there's a balance that should be between the two. So the being deeper and progressing the ball with his carrying ability, I love that, right? But that also needs to come with a balance of when he does carry the ball, somebody is able to step into that position, which allows him to be at least more advanced for a little bit. Then he can go back. So at least him being more advanced for a little bit, he may not be the one with um the chance creation responsibility, even though you still have to be able to do some of it. He might not be the one solely responsible for it, but having him in a more advanced position for a little longer than just keeping him back, that could allow him to be able to get more shots off at the goal. When the ball kind of comes out a little bit, he's able to get shots off at the goal. Now, when the ball is on, like, let's say, the right side of the field with Saka, Rice should be allowed to dart into the box for a back post cross. He should be allowed to do that, right? So it is a balanced thing. So being deeper and carrying the ball, yes. But when there's in certain situations where, let's say, the ball is on the right side of the field, he should be able to get into the box to add to the threat that we have there, so that my striker should not bother himself with the back post, right? He can bother himself with the center, the penalty area, the 6 yard box, and also be able to come short for a near post um, cut back. So when it comes to Declan Rice, it's just all about balance. It's just all about balance for me. Says City owns you fraud. Hey, you are a Madrid fan now, so I don't want to hear anything about City from you, please. Or what do you think? Or who do you think will win the Ballon d'Or? It should be Dembele. He should, but we know Ballon d'Or is going to Ballon d'Or sometimes. So I'm hearing Lamine Yamal. Hi, bro. Hi. But I thought what this competition was for is, okay, who 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 contributed the most to the most winningest team. That is what I thought Ballon d'Or was about. Who contributed the most to the most winningest team, the team that won the most? Who contributed the most to the team that won the most? That is what I thought about it. That is why I was happy for Rodri to win it over Vini. That is why I was happy about that. Because of what Rodri did the season before, right? When Haaland joined, him allowing City to sustain that pressure that allowed Haaland to score all those type of goals. And then doing the Superman performances that he had been doing for the next team. offense and defense, controlling both sides of the game for Man City, and then them still winning and still winning the Premier League again. I was fine with him getting the Ballon d'Or because he showed how important he was. We saw how much they missed him last season. He's glaringly obvious, glaringly obvious. But this season, PSG won a treble. But if they want to take the league tax into it, that is what they want to say. It is the word. But when it comes to the league, La 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 Liga, where it's like a few teams, three maximum, and League One, where is PSG and everybody else. What's the difference? To be honest, so if they want to say, oh, like he's doing it in a better league, and he won the league and won the cup, he didn't win Champions League. PSG won that. PSG won their league. PSG won their cup. PSG won a treble with Dembele being the best player on their team, pressing, doing everything, scoring, assisting. So if Dembele doesn't get it, what are we talking? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? If he doesn't get it, so let's see how it goes. Says City's reign came to an end. No KDB, no Rodri. Facts. KDB is gone and it's showing. It's showing. But Rodri is like at 70% of what he was. He is not the Rodri that we have come to know. When Rodri gets back to that point, City might at least be in to win some trophies. Maybe not the league, but they could be in to win some trophies for sure. Yet you still Drew City. Please, man. Boogie game. These guys are going at it. I like it though. I like it. Yeah. So let me get back to my point. Right. So I've done Saiba, I've done Gabriel, I've done Calafiori, I've done Timber, Zubi as well. Bad performance. Rice, bad performance. He needs to rest. So Mikel Merino, I don't even think I need to get into that. Just go and watch minutes 19 to 21 of that first half. That is the most of Mikel Merino you saw in the whole game, in the whole 45 minutes. Is those two. And it wasn't even for good things. It was for bad things. Like in the 19th minute, there was a scenario where he received the ball in the right DM position, right? He saw Madwiki go. He saw Timber go. He turned into his defensive side, allowed Timber to go, saw three Man City players in front of him and said, you know what? I can beat three of them. Like, bro, don't you know who you are? Don't you know who you are? You are Mikel Merino. You can barely turn sometimes. And you want to beat three people. You mad? You saw two people behind you that you could have passed to. You want to enter three opposition players. Like it's just like the kind of decision making we'll be making sometimes. Like, bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. So him shit shocking performance, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, whatever. Just bro, just he didn't contribute much to that game. He didn't contribute much to that game. There like weren't a lot of dues for like him to win, all that. There weren't a lot of dues for him to win. But I feel like, bro, this is something that people are not saying. If Victor Gyökeres was better in the air, would we be seeing Mikel Merino on the field this much? I don't know. But let's see though. Because to me, that is like the only reason that I can understand. Oh, we want to play him there is just to win ball in the air or something. Because, bro, it is not making sense. It's not making sense, man. Yeah, I regarding Rice crossing, feel we don't utilize it enough in open play outside corners, and that may be to his dominant foot and not being the right-sided central midfielder. The right, yeah. I mean, true. Now, this is one thing that I would say. the 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 Rice, Odegaard, Zubimendi midfield. I feel like it does not rotate enough. It doesn't rotate it. It doesn't rotate enough to allow Rice to be on the right side sometimes, and allow um, Odegaard to be on the left side sometimes, and allow Zubimendi to be on the right side in front of Rice sometimes. It doesn't rotate enough for me. I feel like maybe this is just an early chemistry issue, but maybe when we get down the line, those three players starting in our midfield, right? They will know their role so much to the point where they will be able to flexibly rotate between each other, right? And then allow different pictures for them to create from. Because Odegaard creating from the left side, where he has a full angle of the field, there's no angle bias anymore. He can use his left, lay it off this way, or sweep it that way, or pick a curving pass that can, land right in front of the striker, like we have seen him, do. Zubimendi being on the right side, there's no angle bias. He can find passes on the right side, find passes on the inside. He can also cross as well from that side too. While Rice can hold pivots for a little bit, just to create a different picture to create from. Like I feel that as well, Zubi and Rice can then also kind of, do that little rotation there too, that then allows Rice to be on the right side while Zubimendi is in the pivot. So I feel like that midfield hasn't really gotten enough chemistry to get to that point where they can start doing those type of mechanisms. Maybe, hopefully, that's what we see down the line. But yeah, Rice should definitely be allowed at some point to be able to go on the right side. Let Martin Odegaard go on the left side. Let Zubimendi, hold midfield as well. Then Rice and Zubi can then interchange between that. So yeah, because then Rice can shoot from that side as we have seen him do multiple times. He can shoot from that side. He can cross from that side, and he can also allow Saka to stay higher up. He can also allow Saka to stay higher up, so he won't even have to be doing his shifts up and down. If Rice is on that side from time to time, Saka can stay higher up the field. He can. So I feel like there are still ways that this team has to go. It's too early though, but still, we have to call things out as we see them. We still have to call things out. People think Lamine wins, but if that happens, I think the game's gone because he doesn't deserve it. And the Vele does. Did he's a Madrid fan, so I can hear the salt in there. Small salt is there too. But yeah, I still overall agree with you. He doesn't deserve it if the uh, qualifications is being the best player on the team that won the most. He doesn't deserve it, in my opinion. I want Gyökeres being fed crosses to the far post. Okay, yeah, but the crosses are going to have to be perfect. That is just what I'm going to tell you. The crosses are going to have to be perfect because Victor Gyökeres with the head, he has not been the best. We saw two opportunities against Bill Pow, and he didn't make use of any of them. Right? He was late to the diving header. A lot of people will say that it was crossed in front of him. If you decide to make that run late, it is on the two of you. It is on the crosser and it is on the guy making that run. That is what creates a chance. The run and the ball. That is what creates the chance. If the run is not right, it doesn't matter the kind of ball that will be played. If the run itself is not right. So is two ways. Chance creation is two is it comes from two different things. the run and the pass. If the run is not right, don't matter how good the pass is. If the pass is not right, no matter how good, it doesn't matter how good the run is, right? So say 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 saying that the pass will not always be perfect. Now, this is where your first touch has to come into play as a player. If your run is right, but the pass is not perfect, but it still comes around you, you are still responsible for getting that ball under control. It doesn't have to be perfect every time. Now, this is where your own football IQ, your own personal football touch comes into play as the player receiving the ball. It doesn't always have to be perfect. That is what people are not taking into consideration. I get it. You want him getting crosses at the back post. Me too. I would love that too. If he's able to be open and making the run well and not getting pinned by a CB in that place and he's just waiting there for the back post cross. If the opportunity is there to make that back post run, make it early. If the opportunity is not there, don't just wait at the back post. No, for a cross. No, because I know if the ball comes to you in that back post and you're fighting a defender for the ball, Victor Gyökeres is not winning that. The only header we have seen him score for our club is in preseason, and he was making the run to the front post, not the back post. He was making the run to the front post. So it is about the run. If the run is right, the cross is good enough, bro. The run has to be right first. The run has to be right first. That is how you create your chance. That is why Kai will get into chances and miss a lot because he makes the right run first. So he will get the chance to then miss it. That's it. But yes, he needs to be fed more. But this current Victor Gyökeres, if he's not put on a plate for him, this current one, if he's not put on a plate, bro, because I don't see him being faster than the center backs, higher level ones. I don't see him being stronger than them. He might be able to put his body and protect the ball. But when it comes to getting to a position and making sure you are the one in that position in the box to receive the ball to score, I've not seen that yet. What I've seen is a guy that's running channels, hoping to dribble everybody on that side. But the moment he comes into contact with a better defender on that side, he turns back. That is what I'm saying. He wants the ball to the channel so much. He gets it to the channel, but he's not really doing much in that channel right now. He's not really doing much in the channel right now. Against Nottingham Forest, he was able to do well as well. He was able to do well in that game. Going to the channel, he was able to do decent because he was able to link up with Eze. So, which is why he needs at least two creators on the field, people he can link off with. Because even if that channel run is not working as much, at least we'll have somebody to link up. But one thing that I don't like, and one thing that I don't like about him, he doesn't think outside of the box a lot. Like Victor Gyök, he does not think outside of the box a lot. Like, because there are chances where he's in the box, right? But he receives the ball. This is where his own personal touch needs to come in. You're supposed to receive it, touch, turn, and shoot. I don't see that. Touch, turn, and shoot. I don't see that. I might see the ball comes into him. I see a touch that is heavy and it goes to the winger. Or I can see a ball comes in. I see a touch, it goes outside. So though that ball coming to him where he can control, turn, and shoot, I don't see that from him. there is a moment in that first half where he could have done that. The ball came in, but he had I'm not sure if he was passing or if he wanted to touch it, but he touched it and it went to Trossard on the left side, where a more silkier striker can receive the ball, touch it, turn, and he has the goal in front of him to shoot. And also, I don't see him shooting much from outside. There's a point in that Liverpool second half where he had the ball just outside the semicircle of the box. He received it, but he couldn't maneuver quickly enough to shift it out and shoot from outside the box. He got tackled. So this is also where personal responsibility has to come in for somebody that's a 27-year-old striker. Personal responsibility has to come in at some point. It can't just be everybody's fault. He's he's not receiving the pass perfectly. Your own personal responsibility has to come into play. That's just how I see it. I said the same thing about all. I said the same thing about all them allowing Haaland to sprint past sprint past. Then Gabriel, sprint past them. Gabriel was faster as well. Was jogging back. I guess you're saying that um yeah, so you agree that everybody is at fault as well for letting Haaland go. Yes, to me, I don't feel that Gabriel was the biggest fault there, especially for the jogging back thing as well. Cool, but you've already made the error. You've already made the error. The rest is just vibes. Yes, sprint, cool, but it's Haaland. He's not catching him. This is not Gyökeres. This is Haaland. If it was Gyökeres, maybe he would have still caught him. But this is Haaland we are talking about. Haaland is faster than you. Haaland might be stronger than you sometimes. Bro, these are two different strikers, bro. Two completely different strikers. So when people were telling me this guy was on Haaland's level, I was not seeing it. And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for people to come and explain that to me or come and explain themselves. But they will be hiding. Don't worry. It's all good. Oh, yeah. Gabriel is way faster as well. Okay, jogging back. Okay, yeah. Now I feel you. I feel you on that. Yeah, but to me, the error was already made from him diving in and not bringing that guy down. It was already made, man. Yeah, it was already made. Says if Yamal wins, we are cutting your tongue off. I think. Go and find somebody else tongue to cut off, bro. It is what it is. These Ballon d'Or niggas are gonna do whatever they want to do. Like they could just be giving it to him for social media, things. Because he's a brand now. He's way more marketing value than what's his name? Um Us Usman Dembele. So they could be giving it to him for that. They can do whatever they want. But I just believe that if Ballon d'Or is supposed to be about who was the best player on the team that won the most, it should go to Usman. Clearly. Thoughts on Jabi Alonso? He is like the greatest manager of all time ever, and he's better than Pep. Bro, Chabi, Mikel Arteta, Pep, bro, they are from the same school. They're from the same school of football. Control first before anything else. When you have quality players within that system, bro, it's vibes, man. It's vibes. It's vibes. But Chabi Alonso, good, good coach. He has proven it with Leverkusen. I feel like he can turn Madrid around, definitely. But the players have to be willing to play as a team first before he will be able to maximize his potential as a coach. So if Madrid are going to give him the free reins to drop players and do whatever he needs to do in that team, cool. Because if if what that team needs is Rodrigo playing with Mbappe while Vini is on the bench, he should be allowed to do that. Without anybody coming to tell him, "Oh, Vini is a brand. Vini needs to play." Blah 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 blah. It's when things like that happen, and when two selfish players, Vini and Mbappe, are not butting heads. That affects Xabi Alonso's game. So I he is a good coach. It's still early in the season, so let's see how it goes. We are suffering. We are we are really suffering with Victor Gilchrist, and I feel like he's the reason we are starting Marino, bro. I'm deep in it too. I'm deep in it. Girl, link up player, first touch is so full form. I start Marino ahead of him, bro. It's getting to that point. If Gilchrist does not get fit, because you cannot tell me this guy is fit. Because if you tell me he's fit now, oh my God, we are in trouble. Let me just let you know that. Well, I'm just giving him that grace of he's not fit yet. But if he's still playing like this, when Havertz come back, bro, he's going to go and sit on our bench. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys. He's going to go sit on our bench. Like I get that he's a good striker in front of goal and blah 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 blah. I get that part. But you have to take the team you're coming into it. You have to take that to account every time. You have to take it into account every time. That which is why PSG have Gonzalo Ramos coming off the bench. Is he not a striker? But they won a treble with him coming off the bench. Why? Because their fluid attack is enough. It's enough. Their fluid attack is enough, and it literally creates more. It creates more than just having one man that everybody is creating for. Like if bro does not fix up, if bro doesn't fix up, if bro doesn't get fit, and he doesn't start picking more clever positions in the box for this team, he won't succeed. He will be coming off the bench to face tired legs. Simple. Like simple. That's it. So he will need to add to his game if he wants to start for our team. Am I going to be boycotting the Ballon d'Or ceremony because Saka's not Baba big man? You know, this guy, bro. So Saka is done with this. Ah, yeah, yeah. Say it, man. You're making me laugh today. But with agendas flowing, they wouldn't accept we are not a better team with him playing up top. Simple. No one gives Harvest the excuses of no one creating for him. Exactly. And this is where people need to look in the mirror with the hypocrisy that they are spewing right now. They will want to come and be attacking other people, your own striker. They will attack. Oh, he misses chances. He shit this da, 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 da. He's missing chances. I get it. You will see Sheshko playing somewhere else. Oh, he shit. Blah blah blah. Blah. Oh. Then your own striker, you now close your eye and say, "Oh, it's because everybody is not creating for him." Hey, bro, how are those three thoughts in the same head? Like it's just agenda driven nonsense. Simple, just agenda driven nonsense. Like literally, I literally have some Arsenal fans that I was talking with a few days ago, telling me that Isak will not be better for our system than Victor. Like, come on, man. Like, put like he is my player. I'm backing him. But bro, Baba got to fix up, man. And that is just the real talk. That's just the real talk. Would I do a swap deal with Saka for your mom? No, I ain't doing that. I'm sorry. I need more than those aesthetic vibes. That's true. He didn't score any goals from headers last season. But when you see the service Haaland was getting from KDB with those driven with passes back post, I can only dream we had that quality. True. You need quality players. If you want Victor Gyökeres to say to stand in one position and oh, the ball will come to you. You need KDB. And look at that. Prime, one of the best players in the history of the Premier League was what Haaland was playing with. We don't have that here. So so that player is going to have to figure out other spaces in the box to make it easier for people to find him. The ball cannot be on the right side with Madueke. My striker is on the other left, is on the far post, expecting Madueke to cross the ball to him. Like, bro, you have to understand the players that you play with. And this is where the chemistry issue comes into play. So it's still kind of early. Maybe it might develop is going down the rest of the season. But, bro, you cannot tell me that there's nothing that Victor Gyökeres can do to get more chances. You cannot tell me that. That's just a lie. That is just a pure lie. That's just a pure lie. Because then you're just defending him to defend your own football take. Like, come on. Leave the agendas behind. And that heading thing that Victor Gyök, that it is limited for him, it will show. It will show. It will show this season if he doesn't have good movement. It will show. It will show. Victor Gyökeres, I was questioning his runs and movement from the first game against Leeds. I don't like him being too involved much in the build-up phase. I want him more central and sniff out chances with movement. I agree with you 100%. He needs to stay more central. He loves this channel. Like, he loves the channel to the point where when there are chances to create in the center, he's carrying the ball to the channel. 1 minute, 30 seconds into this massive game, he could have laid off Trossard in the center and Trossard will be in on goal. He might not get to the box completely because he's not faster than Kuzanov, but at least he had momentum to at least carry the ball a bit more distance to the box and maybe get fouled by Kuzanov. And we have a Declan Rice shooting opportunity. So still, it's possible. It's just that, bro, that guy loves the channel so much. He loves it so much. He has not adjusted to the fact that he's in England yet. He has not adjusted to that. You are not in Portugal. You see people in the channel in Portugal that all you have to do is just to run past them because you are faster than them. They are stronger than them. Here, you might not get it every time. You won't get it. 75% of your games, you won't get that channel wrong because they are higher level defenders now. So he needs to stay as central as possible. Central as possible. Martinelli came on. He made a central run and got the ball. Victor Gyökeres was in the channel. Expecting Saka to pass the ball to the channel where he had a defender that already tracked his run. The bro went offside and the defender stopped even tracking him. He went back to his central position. Victor Gyökeres is still in the channel, waiting. Like, bro, come on, man. You have to be in the box. You have to be making your runs centrally. Because there are passes that can come from the wing to the center. All the passes don't have to come from the center for you to be making central runs. No. Just make your run. Just focus on these central play spaces. Focus on those central spaces. Forget about the channel. If you are going to that channel, they are going there to link up play so that you can find a different space in the box to 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 score from. But like no, he's just in love with that channel. He's in love with the channels. He's in love with it. He's in love with it. Like he has been doing it so much to the point that it's just ingrained in his game, and he just doesn't want to deviate from that. Even when we have the ball in transition, his first thought process is to go into the channel. No, Haaland's first thought process is to stay central. That is his first thought process. If 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 he needs to create a bit more space away from the central defender, then you might see him in the channel a little bit more. But his first thought is central runs first. That is Haaland's thought process. And with the profile that he has, tall, fast, can head the ball, can shoot with his leg, can shoot with his right foot. It don't matter which side Haaland runs. He has the profiles to utilize whichever kind of pass is coming to him. If he's in the air, he can jump higher than his defender and score with his head. If he's coming central at first and decides to go out wide on his right side and the pass comes there, he can finish with his right. If he decides to go out left and the pass comes there, he can finish with his left. Both of them first time finishes. He can do it. He can do it. So it's different when you try to compare Haaland to a striker like Victor Gyökeres. It is different because the profiles are different. They are just different. And yeah, he definitely should stay centrally more. Like that should be his first thought process. Which run can I make in this center first before thinking about going out wide? Simple. If he's going out there is to link up play. But he's not the best at linking up play. So even when he goes out there, it's not as effective. So it's like his game has been taken away by the higher level that he's facing. So he has to think of other ways. This is where his mentality that people were describing to us, this is where it has to come in. Don't see Van Dijk, don't see Konate, don't see higher level guys and say, oh, let me run into the channel. That is where I will get the ball away from them. No! If you are really on the same level as Mbappe, as Haaland, as Isak, like you were saying coming into the club, you should not be running away from your center backs. No. If you're really of that level, beat up the center backs and create your space in that middle. That is what Haaland tries to do, at least. Stay central, because he backs himself to stay central. Simple. You should make a big striker buy instead of buying knockout strikers that don't good in joke leagues. Bro, man. Isak was the one, man. Isak was the one, but it's all good. It's all good. I can't say much though. We got Mbappe for free. Yeah, Madrid tax, man. It is what it is. GK asked me, do you think Ateta instructing him to move into the channels? I don't think is. I mean, it could be for link up purposes, but he is doing too much of it. Because even Jesus was going to the channels too. Havertz was going to the channels too, but they were going there to link up, right, and then move into the box, right? If that is what I saw Victor do at Nottingham Forest. He was able to go into the channel, link up, and find a different space in the box. Good, but it's like he's overdoing that. He's overdoing it. He wants the channel run every time, and I don't think Mikel is telling him to go into the channel every time. I don't think Mikel is telling him to do that. Like I don't think I don't believe that is what Mikel is telling him to do. go into the channel every opportunity that you get. No, no. I don't believe that is what he's telling him to. He might just instruct him to, okay, this is where you can also help the team. But because he's so used to doing that and it's so part of his game, he's like overdoing it. He's overdoing it. Would I take Xavi over Arteta? At this point, not yet, in my opinion. Not yet, in my opinion. Not yet. Not yet, in my opinion. Do you think the rivalry of Haaland versus Mbappe is back? Back. Mm, let's see. Let's see. Because Man City will actually need to be fighting for the league for us to even be saying anything about, that talk being back. Because that talk wasn't there last season, was it? It wasn't there last season. Why? Because Man City weren't doing well. So they have to be good and fighting for the league title for there to actually be a Haaland versus Mbappe conversation. Yeah, it says because last year they really fell off. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Because like I said, it's still five games in. City has lost two. Still they are on the same amount of points as Ruben Amorim. So let's see. Let's see how the season goes before we try to bring Haaland and Mbappe conversations again. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, Gabby Jesus did that switching between Martinelli to move central, and Jesus actually had the ability to beat players when he came wide. Exactly. So there are reasons why our striker goes to the channels to beat players and to link up play to then allow central rotation from the wide player. So yeah, it makes sense to say, oh, Mikel has instructed him to add that, but I don't think Mikel is telling him to do it all the time, and that is what Victor Yokeresh's own personal experiences is telling him to do because he loves that channel. He loves it so much because when he was playing in Sporting, once he gets the ball in the channel, 7 times out of 10, he's stronger than the guy he's facing in that channel. He's quicker than the guy he's facing in that channel, right? Or he might not even be facing anybody. He's through on goal. So he's used to it. But at this higher level, they are faster defenders. They are more intelligent defenders. You know, they are more aggressive defenders. More, so it's a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different ballgame. But yeah, Jesus, if you have the ability to dribble players out there too, it helps the whole team, which is why with the way we play, a striker that has only finishing in his back, whew, oh yeah, yeah, only finishing you have in your bag. That's it, bro. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. Playing for this Arsenal team, it's a problem. To be fair, Haaland would have one Ballon d'Or if it wasn't for Messi. True, true. If it wasn't for Messi, cool, but I still believe that Rodri should have gotten that Ballon d'Or over Haaland. Rodri should have two Ballon d'Ors, in my opinion. In my opinion, because what Rodri does for that club, nobody can do for that club, and it showed. It showed. Donnarumma saved them. To be fair, he's insane. Just can't save Martinelli shots. He can definitely save Martinelli shots. He just Martinelli beautiful goal yesterday, but he can definitely save Martinelli shots, man. He saved like three of them against PSG alone last season. It's just that he came off of his line, made it easy for Martinelli, but it was still a difficult goal to score still. Because to lob that over the bar, to keep it away from the keeper and keep it under the bar, you know, cool. To lob it over the keeper and not over the post or not wide, or it was still kind of easy to score because the keeper is out of there, but you still have to get the right technique, which is not easy. So yeah, it's just we yes, yeah, 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 yes, 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 yes. yesterday, we were lucky to get a point. We were lucky to get a point. Let me be honest with you. We were lucky to get a point yesterday, which is why I was so angry after that match. That that second chance that Haaland missed on any given day, he can go in. He can go in. He could have squared the ball and it's an open post. So we were lucky. We were lucky to get a point yesterday. What do I think of Donnarumma when he played against you guys? He's a good goalie, but I still believe that his weakness is low shots into the corner. That is Donnarumma's weakness. Low shots down below. If you put them in the corner and away from him, it's gonna take him a while to get down. So he is a good keeper. He commands his area most of the time. But I still feel like if we put pressure on him in the box on set pieces, he's still liable to mess up here and there. But for the most part, he commands his area for the most part. Yeah. I would have said KDB is even a better nominee. Yeah, bro. KDB, Rodri, both of them over Haaland for sure. KDB and Rodri were the term. Yeah, both of them. Facts, facts, man. Absolute facts. Yeah, but hold on. Who else did I miss? Because I've talked about Roger. I talked about Merino, Madueke. Yeah, I've talked about his vibes. I know end product. I've gone too much in on Victor Gilchrist. Trossard, yeah, Trossard, shy performance from Trossard. Yeah, shy performance from him. Like I had, in first 45 minutes, he didn't do much. I was shocked that he still stayed on the field on the field at the 45th minute. I was shocked he wasn't one of the people that was taken off. It is where the over control mindset that Mikel had still played a part because he left Trossard on for that reason. In my personal opinion, Saka for me a determining factor in that team. He's carried us seasons when his quality wasn't in a team, bro. Yes, Saka balled yesterday. Seven. I will give him 7 out of 10 because he came in and he just makes good decisions, bro. It's like Saka just makes good decisions. He's just intelligent. He knows when to make like his IQ is so high. He's so high. He's so high, and that is why people will be saying, "Oh, what Mate Odegaard do is only pass to Saka, bro. He's the only one on his wavelength. He's the only one on Odegaard's wavelength. That is why Odegaard loves passing the ball to Saka. Because when it comes to IQ, he's the only one on Odegaard's wavelength. When it comes to when it comes to act to IQ, which is why you see Martin Odegaard making all these passes here and there that look terrible because nobody else read what he was trying to do. Nobody. Saka, we need to get back to normal fitness, injury free, bro. I hope so. I hope and pray. I hope and pray. I hope and pray. Now that Madueke is hurt, Saka should not be playing 90 minutes still. So looks like Ethan, if you want to get minutes, right, it is still open for you. If you want to get minutes in this team, you can still go on the right and get minutes. But it's all down to Mikel Arteta and how he uses the squad. 6 out of 5, 6.5 out of 10 so far in terms of his use of the squad. My personal opinion, 6.5 out of 10. Nothing more right now. Are you gonna watch the Ballon d'Or ceremony? Maybe, but I might be busy. Might be busy around, yeah. But let's see how it goes. But subs. I've talked about AC. I haven't even gotten into AC. Man, man, AC not starting that game. That's right there is the biggest blunder of the whole performance. AC not starting. AC not starting that game. After AC not starting against Liverpool. Mikel, nah. If people want to cook Mikel, have at it, bro. Because he gave the Mikel doubters. He gave them so much ammunition yesterday. So much. Like he gave them so much ammunition yesterday to cook him with. So, bro, you guys have a field day. But me, I don't just look at the manager, I look at the players as well. But him not starting easy, bro. That's a blunder of blunders, man. That's a blunder of blunders. For you not to start easy yesterday, after not starting him against Liverpool. And seeing what he did coming off the bench. For you not to start him again, bro. Nah, sorry. Sorry. Like there is no defending that. There is just no defending that. There's just no defending that. For Eze to not see field for Merino or Trossard, there's no defending that. So Eze showed his quality. Showed his quality. Showed his quality. Like silky on the ball. He doesn't even give the ball away that much. He doesn't even give it away that much. He's more creative. He can turn people on, he give him the ball, he can turn. I don't know how Rodri they did not get a booking. I don't know how Rodri didn't get a booking. The ref decided to play advantage and did not go back to book Rodri. So that tells me he did not blow in the first place because he did not want to book Rodri. That is what that told me. So the referee just decided he didn't want to book City players. Simple. But yeah, Eze showed his quality in the 45 minutes that he played. He showed it. He showed it. It doesn't matter where this guy plays. In the 10, on the left, he will show his quality. He will. Against Liverpool, on the left side, he was able to link up with Martin Odegaard well. He was able to make a run and receive a pass that put him in on goal, but he still didn't score it. He didn't even get a shot off. But I'm just gonna put that down to first game jitters. Simple. But he showed it now in the home game against Man City. He will produce if we put him in the game. He will produce. So Mikel not starting him, you definitely need to take some cooking for that. He deserves cooking for that, 100%. Then let me get to Martinelli as well. But before that, let me get some comments. What do I think of Barca? To be honest, I haven't watched them as much this season yet. I haven't watched them as much this season yet, so I can't really give you an honest opinion on Barca right now. I'm more. I have a title race. I have a lot of shit on my mind. I have to think about when it comes to this club. I have 8 new players and no chemistry. I have a striker that's limited. Like, bro, I have too much to be focusing on Barca right now. To be honest, you just make sure they don't win the league. You that's a fan of Real Madrid. You better stop Barcelona from winning this. You better. Do I like Trossard centrally or out wide? I was surprised seeing him start over easy. I like Trossard centrally as our number 9. That's our false 9. I like Trossard. If you want to start him there and let him link up with the guy on the left. If you want to start Trossard on the left side. Sorry, start Trossard in the middle of the front, center forward, and give Victor Gyökeres a rest. But if you want to bring him off the bench, you can bring him off the bench centrally or left wing. Fine. But if you want to start him centrally. Because Trossard on the left against a fullback that is physical, faster and stronger, no, you will not see the best of Trossard. You would not see the best of Trossard. I would love to see Eze there much more than I see Trossard. Because Eze has the guile in his game and still enough legs and strength than Trossard to deal with more physical fullbacks. I feel he's that type of secondary striker behind the 9. Yeah, definitely behind the 9. He can definitely work. He's just I would prefer him as the 9 for a team that is doing false 9. I would prefer him as the 9 rather than a second striker to the 9. because him in midfield most of the time, central midfield most of the time, or let's say central attacking spaces most of the time. Cool, but not every time because I've seen Trossard play 10 a lot and be ineffective. So I would expect I would prefer him to be the nine, where he can also be on the end of chances to finish them. I would prefer that than just being what? Get face about who? Vinny? Hold on, hold on. I mean, Vinny wasn't good last season now. I mean, so like I can get that. I can get that. Is he any good? Because I don't watch the Premier. Ah, come on now. This is a star. Nah, this is a star. Yeah. Bro, this is a star, bro. Start him. I'm surprised Mikel did not start that. He needs to hold con, bro. He needs to hold con. Izzy is a star. Izzy can play anywhere in the front. 10, left, right, even false nine. Say, put him there with ball. Yeah. Jeffrey plays above Vinny. Yeah. Yeah. Deserves. Vinny was Vinny wasn't good last season, so I can see why they will put him above. Vinny wasn't good last season, and bro scored 50 goals for Sporting. So cool. I can see why they'll rank him above. Joker, come on, dog. it hasn't reached that that level yet. But yeah, the last thing I'm gonna say, Martinelli. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You have saved me twice now. After everything I said about you, I said sell you. I said this. His shit is done. Cool. Thank you so much for coming off the bench and helping us, Mikel. You have seen the right way to use Martinelli off the bench and not on the left wing. So please continue to use him that way. Don't. If you want to start him in the central. Let's see that first. Let's see that one first. But the role you have found for Trossard and Martinelli to come off the bench to help us, that role is perfect for the two of them. And Martinelli, thank you so much for coming off the bench, keeping that same mentality, making the correct run, and receiving a beautiful ball from Izzy, finishing difficultly, and helping us steal a point at home because that's what we did. We stole a point at home. Ah, everybody else, from the manager to the rest of the team, bro, stinky performances. So Trossard, so sorry, Martinelli and Eze, they changed the game. Saka as well changed the game. Those three players helped us. They definitely helped us. Let's hope Mbappe maybe, maybe. I mean, but you didn't win anything. But that's it. Let's see how it goes. So it needs to go to Dembele, in my personal opinion. It needs to go to Usman Dembele or else everything else is just vibes. But yeah, shout out to everybody that showed up, man. Shout out to everybody. I was only supposed to be here for like 1 hour, but due to everyone that showed up, here 2 hours and 15 minutes. So appreciate you guys for showing up. You guys are the reason why I show up. So and you guys are the reason why I stay longer. So please, next time I'm live, you guys show up. I'm gonna be live more because it seems like you guys are enjoying the conversation as well. So to everybody that showed up, mind appreciate you. Uh, uh, Sultan appreciate you. Say for sure appreciate you. GK, appreciate you. Sax, appreciate you. Everybody that showed up and dropped a comment. Everybody watching still after 2 hours. Much love to you guys. Make sure you guys are smashing the like on the stream if you're watching on X on Kick. If you're watching on Kick, follow. Do what you need to do. If you're watching on YouTube, smash the like button. Do whatever you need to do. Let us get this channel as big as possible so we can keep having honest conversations because that is what is lacking in football nowadays. Honest conversations. People want to have uncomfortable conversations. People want to have agenda conversations. Nobody wants to have honest conversations. Like I don't get it anymore when it comes to football. So let's start having some more honest conversation about this game. So, guys, appreciate you guys so much. And say, let me just look at your last comments. Mbappe, he didn't win it. What did he win? Super Cup and Super Cup. Okay, that is from the previous season. What did he win from the actual season? Nothing. Nothing. Hala Madrid, yeah. Just make sure you win that league, man. Just make sure you win that league. But guys, appreciate you guys, man. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate you.
Let's go, let's go.